Welcome, PWA fans, to PWA Fright Night. My name is Big Bad Boris, currently joined by Phoenix Taylor. Our opening contest for the PWA Cruiserweight title. Dusty Adonis, new champion, won it last night, defending against the man he took that belt from, in a matter of speaking.
And what better way to kick off the show than to have these two fast, agile, very charismatic athletes in the ring. What is going on here?
Fast and agile and charismatic, but kind of remind me of something.
Myself, yes, I get it, but I'm trying to admire the spanking going on now. Dusty Adonis is giving Scotty Putty a literal spanking in the ring. Speaking of which, I believe this is the return of Dusty Adonis. I mean, we did see him last night, but this is his Edmonton return, as he has been gone from the PWA ring for several months.
Several months?
Yeah, several months, that's what I said. Did I stutter?
What are you talking about?
Was he on the last show?
I believe he was, yes.
No, he wasn't. What are you? Who did he wrestle?
Ravenous Dusty Myers, correct?
That's Ravenous Dusty Myers. This is Hollywood Dusty Adonis. Two different guys. What is so difficult to understand here? I'm just confused.
Well, talking to you about this is like beating my head against a brick wall. So
maybe you should go do that, because you're not making any sense to me. Maybe I'll knock some sense into you. Please stop trying to pass the buck on to me when you're not making sense.
I'm going to change the subject into what's going on in the ring. Dusty Adonis with cross arm breaker on former champ Scotty Putty. Putty trying to roll into that pressure. He does so. He's got the cover.
It's a one. Only a one count, though.
It's good to see Michael Fitzpatrick, PWA senior official, back in the ring.
Oh, he's got the pin again? Oh, no. Not enough time for Fitzpatrick to even acknowledge it. The crowd approves, and Dusty does his stuff. Putty's looking for the support from his side of the crowd.
Crowd seems fairly split.
Let's see how they feel about Putty. Oh, they seem to be behind him.
Thunderous ovation from the crowd in the front row.
I think they're slowly but surely churning on the Hollywood ring.
I'm going to use this opportunity to talk about our huge double main event tonight.
I'll be getting ready for that shortly.
You, of course, will be in the cage?
In the cage for the PWA heavyweight title.
And a rematch from last night's main event in Calgary. Samoa Joe, AJ Styles go back at it by hook or by crook. AJ Styles came out on top tonight.
The score is currently 1-0 for AJ Styles. We'll see if Joe can even that up.
Cruiserweight title on the line.
What a great way to start off the show by having one of our belts on the line. Speaking of which, some of these moves remind me that Dusty has performed. Remind me of a savvy ring veteran from Smoky Mountain Wrestling. The Cowboy. We saw him several months back. The Cowboy was an unbelievable athlete.
Yes, he certainly was a tremendous performer.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yes, it was something else.
There's just not enough cowboys in wrestling nowadays.
Front face lock right now by Dusty Adonis.
Reversed by Scotty Putty. Seeing a clinic of chain wrestling here. Scotty Putty is in phenomenal shape. That's not your everyday gym body you're looking at.
That is absolutely correct. The hammerlock by Scotty Putty. Dusty able to swing over in the headlock takedown. Head scissors by Putty, trying to pull him off of his head, but unable to do so.
These two men are still feeling each other out. Reversed by Putty into a front face lock.
Dusty makes his way to his feet, into the ropes. Referee looking for the clean break. I'm not sure if you're going to get one.
Oh, for a second I thought you were going to get one, but that right there, not breaking it clean, reminds me of another great performer we saw in the summer. I believe Summer Heat was when we saw him. The Magnum one, Magnum DA. Do you remember that fella? He was terrific.
Yes, Magnum DA was also something else. Kind of reminded me of
Who?
The Cowboy from Smoky Mountain.
I think they're third cousins on Jerry Lawler's side.
I see. So you've done your homework.
I usually do.
You've been reading Wikipedia again, haven't you?
Wikipedia is a great source of knowledge. Those facts are real.
Putty off the ropes with the head scissors into the cover. Be a 2 count again, but Putty stays on, grabs that arm.
Another roll up. Oklahoma roll. Oklahoma roll is something that the Cowboy would be familiar with.
Actually, it was a money swell cradle, but hey.
What's an Oklahoma roll?
You can talk about that before your cage match tonight. You gotta get your head in the right place. Even Michael Avery can sit down and compare holes.
It's an Oklahoma roll. Oh. I've been informed that the Oklahoma roll is one without the arm. My mistake. Oh, what are we seeing here? A wheelbarrow straight onto the floor.
I think he hit his head right into the side of the ring. That's actually a pretty smart move by Dusty Adonis.
Followed by a double bicep and a little grind.
I could do without the grinding, but
hey, your sexual insecurities are your own problem. And look at this unorthodox pin.
That's just uncalled for.
Hey, mind games. It's all about mind games.
Well, it certainly appears to be working as Dusty Adonis and his many personalities have had a lot of success.
Many personalities. He's the Hollywood one. What personalities do you see besides that one? Apparently, he's not happy with something, and he told Michael Fitzpatrick.
That's just blatant choking. I mean, come on.
Hey, it's only choking if you get caught.
No, it's choking. You looked at it.
It's just sitting.
You saw it.
That Dusty Adonis would prefer you to call him Hollywood, not Hollywood.
There you have it.
Well, I mean, the
maybe
fans,
if there was less ignorance in the world that you've displayed yourself, Big Bad Boris, and people would accept people for what they are, these fans would call Hollywood Dusty Adonis by his name. Hollywood Dusty Adonis, not the other name.
well, the fans paid their money and they're entitled to say whatever they wish.
And the whoopee cushion, shades of the Cowboy. But the Cowboy called it the smoking gun. There's your difference. The Cowboy. Dusty.
Bow and arrow by Dusty Adonis. This is a submission maneuver. Referee right in there in position. Trying to make the call.
I think it's going to take a little more than that to make Scotty Putty tap out.
Tremendous physical condition, Scotty Putty. Well, I'm sure you heard him, but that's not really the name of the game there, young man.
Hey, if Dusty says he heard him, why would you doubt him? Apparently the match's over. Or it should be if Fitzpatrick would do his job.
Well, the referee disagrees. The match will continue into the corner.
Vicious chops by Dusty.
The referee wants him out of the corner, and he's going to get that. Here comes the whip into the opposite side.
Followed by a big clothesline to Putty's back. Only a 2 count.
Tried to take him up with the fireman's carry. Scotty Putty able to shift his weight down for the sunset flip, but couldn't put him away. Dusty using those ropes, trying to get him back to his feet. I'm not sure he knows where he is right now.
You think Putty's going to be all right out there, alone without his polite police friends?
Well, so far he's doing pretty well. He secured some gold. And
I just don't know if he's used to being in the ring by himself. Usually he has the support of one Daniel Manners and Brady Roberts on some occasions.
nice backbreaker by Dusty Adonis. I'm not sure we've heard the end of the play, please. There's a cover, only a 2 count.
I just think Putty's a young wrestler, and sometimes he might need guidance from those two.
Well, strength in numbers, absolutely.
There has been tension as of late in the polite police, as we saw before, with Brady Roberts having a little bit of an ego when all 3 of them held the Cruiserweight title. It seemed like he fell in love with the belt and, only wanted it for himself and hogged it. And eventually it did lead to the breakup between Daniel Manners and Brady Roberts. I don't really know where Scotty Putty fits into this equation, but
Another
we'll soon
huge
find out.
backbreaker. I'm sorry to interrupt. A huge backbreaker again. Dusty Adonis, only a 2 count. It seems that Brady Roberts didn't love that belt a little bit more than he loved his teammates.
Whose side do you think Putty's going to take in the end? Because we didn't really see where Scotty stood on this. I know Brady and Manners don't see eye to eye anymore.
Unorthodox head scissors there, nonetheless.
It looks perfectly normal to me, but continue.
I think only Scotty Putty knows. I don't think all the chips have fallen down on that yet. I think the jury's still out, and we're just going to have to watch and see which way that all goes.
Look at that. Hollywood's got so much time in that ring that he's staying in shape, doing a few push-ups, you know, giving the ladies what they want by kissing those biceps.
No shortage of confidence on the part of Hollywood Cowboy, Summer, Dusty, DA, Magnum.
What?
Whatever the hell it's called.
What? What?
Don't act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you talking about some of the new talent we had over the summer? You know, the PWA always scouts the best talent in all over the world.
Putty able to dodge the
beautiful moonsault. Beautiful, picture perfect. I think we're going to have to take a Happy Harbor double take on that. Oh, look at the arch on the back. Beautiful springboard moonsault by Scotty Putty. That may switch the tide in this match. Both men are down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but it appeared that Dusty Adonis was getting a little frisky with the ring mat. What's that all about?
I must have missed it because I just saw him trying to recover. I don't know where. You've got all these Freudian slips everywhere. I don't really know what's going on. Everything you see Dusty do, you see sexually. Do you have a secret crush on the guy?
Nice standing drop kick by Scotty Putty. I choose not to respond. Nice snap suplex.
Hey, you check out Dusty's, you know,
all right, that's enough.
Oh, whatever.
I have a family.
Hey, there's a lot of men that have families and wake up one morning, oops, honey, I'm sorry. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
I don't want to do this anymore.
Hey, P, the door's right there. I can handle this on my own.
You know what? You want to handle this on your own?
No, I'm just kidding. Come on, call the action.
All right.
We both know I can't do it.
Precariously perched on the top rope, huge. Samoan drop by Dusty Adonis. Scotty Putty down hard to the mat. Here's a cover.
Only a 2 count. That is amazing resilience from the kid.
I thought that was going to be a fraction of a second. Dusty almost retained
it looks
title.
like he's setting him up for his Dusty Cutter.
He's measuring him for the Dusty Cutter. Putty struggling to get to his feet.
Is it all over here? Oh, Putty reverses it.
Into the backslide. There's a cover.
Only a 2.
Unable to put him over the backslide. Forearm smashed to the side of the head.
Huge clothesline.
I'd go so far as to say that's a lariat, my friend.
That was a huge clothesline squared, apparently.
And that will cave in your chest, burying both knees right into the pectorals.
It's okay, Dusty did some push-ups during the match. The pecs are strong.
Conditioning is important.
Indeed, Scotty's going up again.
He's heading up to the high-rent district here in the PWA.
What?
Cameraman perfectly in position.
Oh, is he mocking him? Big elbow! Connects!
Huge elbow drop from the top rope. There is a cover! Not enough to put him away. Let's look at that elbow again on the Happy Harbor double take. Look at the elevation.
And coming down hard. Big boots to the back of Dusty.
Whip him to the corner. He's up on the top middle rope.
Oh! He'll be singing soprano, apparently. Not Tony, if that's what you're thinking, because, you know, I don't know why anybody would think that. I wouldn't say that.
A well-placed boot to the nether regions.
I don't really know what the good fellas would have to do with a kick to the nether regions.
We do have a wrestling match in progress.
I'll check out Holland later, I guess.
Perfect. Crossbody off the middle.
Oh, he reverses it.
He tried to hit the tilt-a-roll slam, but Putty able to shift his weight.
The momentum just switches so fast with these two guys.
Another reversal into the fireman's carry. Around and around he goes, as Gorilla Monsoon would say, the airplane spin.
I haven't seen an airplane spin in quite a while. Oh, a Dusty Cutter performed on Holly with Dusty Adonis for the 3 count.
But Putty wins the match and the title with Dusty's own move. A little salt in the wound.
This makes Scotty Putty a two-time PWA Cruiserweight champion.
Tremendous opener here at PWA Fright Night. a tag team title rematch from 24 hours ago. Thunder and Lightning defending the PWA Tag Team Championships against the new Karachi Vice.
Last night, Thunder and Lightning were successful in defending their titles, so they are still the PWA champions.
Do you think that makes the new Karachi Vice a little bit more hungry to get the win tonight?
I know it sure as heck makes them angrier.
What's your language on this?
Hey, I said heck. Things like that. We'll be throwing them out throughout the night.
Starting off, we have Gamasine Jr. and Red Thunder. Call it up, we'll tie up into the ropes. Referee look for the Cruiserweight.
Guys, holding my hair back.
Apparently Red Thunder is using some of the cheating tactics, pulling Junior's hair.
I'm not so sure about that, but that remains to be seen.
Why would the guy say it if it wasn't true?
Well, given the track record.
Track record? They're wrestlers, they're not runners.
I can't deal with you people.
Who are you talking to? I'm sitting right next to you.
Alright, focus on the ring.
I've been trying to. Collar and elbow tie up.
We got a
Gamma
break now.
Jr. takes it to the ropes, and look at that, nice and clean.
Yeah, what's clean about that?
I was just saying, hey buddy, he went for a side 5, but Red Thunder, being the rude guy that he is, didn't reciprocate by giving him 5 back and his face connected.
Well, Red Thunder is not happy.
Oh, big kick.
With his anger, it turns out to be his undoing. Huge dropkick by Gamasine Jr. New Karachi Vice have the advantage. The quick tag starts.
Big chop across the chest of Red Thunder. Tiger Raj with a huge headbutt.
Again, Tiger Raj Singh, the power member of this duo.
The new Karachi Vice could possibly be the perfect tag team in the PWA. You got the power in the Tiger and the speed in Junior. A perfect unity.
They certainly seem to have all of the bases covered for what makes a great tag team. Big right hand rocking the skull of Red Thunder, and there's another. Off the rope into the inverted atomic drop. That'll hurt the nether regions.
Yes. The nether regions. I've looked at my globe and found them.
You found your nether regions?
On a globe.
Well done. I don't know if
Right
you want to match
around the
chops
Amsterdam
with,
area.
I don't know if you want to match chops with Red Thunder. Maybe not the wisest offensive move by Gamasine Jr. and he's paying the price.
Red Thunder's chops are legendary. I heard he chopped his way out of his mother's womb. I've been around for years. Where did they find you?
Chopping my way out of my mother's womb.
You didn't chop. Red Thunder chopped his way out of his mother's womb. Pay attention.
I will discuss this with him later, but I'm sure there was no womb chopping going on.
Hey.
Nonetheless,
That's what I heard.
knee dug deep between the shoulder blades of Gamasine Jr. Stretching out those shoulder joints, possibly the elbows as well, trying to take away a lot of the offense.
Oh, big elbows to White Lightning. White Lightning going hard from the crossbody by Gamma Jr.
Smart move by Gamma Jr. taking control of the body of White Lightning, rolling him into his corner, tagging his partner in. Again, great continuity and great tag team wrestling by these guys.
Great job of isolating White Lightning in their corner.
Absolutely. I may not agree with their tactics, but they are.
I might not put my hands on the ref. You gotta respect the ref in that ring. He is the law and order.
Using Red Thunder's temper against him.
Look at that. The ref didn't see that, but there was some double teaming going on between the new Karachi Vice.
Red Thunder's a little hot-headed at the best of times, and a lot of tag teams know how to use that to their advantage. Karachi Vice illustrated that right there. Lightning trying to hang on to the ropes to avoid getting that Irish whip. Can only hang on him for so long. I'm on the other side of the ropes. Very well done, able to get over into his corner, make the tag to Red Thunder.
The Thunder's coming in with the big boots to Gamma Jr.
Great ring presence by Lightning there to get over to tag his partner. Nice snap suplex.
Yeah, beautifully done.
No leg hooking, Mr. Taylor.
No leg hooking. Very on like Red Thunder. You'd think a veteran like that would know to hook the leg every time.
You're absolutely correct. Another huge nice edge chop. You can see the pain on Gambit Jr.'s face. A little bit of language there.
He said funk, as in the Funky Bunch. They have beaten and we have beaten them, and we've had quite the feud between the two. Bring back war memories. Have you ever seen Rocky? You know when Rocky's fighting Rocky 5 against Tommy the Machine Gun, and he's getting punched and stuff. He sees Drago in the memory, and that's exactly what just happened to Gamma Jr. You remember the Funky Bunch?
He flashback to the Funky Bunch feud is what you're saying.
Exactly, and thus explaining the funk comment.
A wish is made. 2 directions. Groin pull. Not good.
No, never good. Unless you're into that sort of thing.
He may go downstairs one more time and does just that, dropping the knee.
You know,
again.
sometimes I go to massage places where they do such things, but you know,
your personal endeavors are unnecessarily told on this DVD.
I just thought we should share, you know, stories to make the fans feel like they're connected to us, like they know us on a personal level.
Phoenix, please let's not.
Okay, a throw into the corner. Fine, let's call the match.
All right, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll take it as a personal favor to me.
For now. Look at that. I think he's out on his feet.
He may be just that.
The Thunder picks him up. And a huge backbreaker.
Notice he held him on the knee there to try to add a little bit more pressure and bend that spine.
It seems like they're really working Junior's back in this match. Oh, Tiger comes in. You gotta.
Blatant.
That's just smart tag team wrestling. You gotta seize his partner in trouble and he comes in. But look at this cheating on Thunder and Lightning.
You know, I can't deny it. It did happen. I guess turnabout is fair play.
Only a 2 count. Yeah, that's 2. That's correct. Exactly how many times the ref counts.
Lightning arguing the cadence of the referee's count to no avail, as is usual in professional wrestling.
I don't really know the purpose of those headbutts. It seems to have hurt him just as much as it did Junior.
Lightning needs to get his body in between the 2 members of the Karachi Vice to win that tag. Into the rope, stuck in the clothesline.
Oh.
Flying forearm by Gamma Singh Jr.
Where's the ref? Come on, pin. That could have easily been a 3 count.
Referee a little bit out of position, I will grant you that.
Some of the fans I've noticed in the front row have a 12 count sign. Don't really know what that's about.
Well, King Kong Bundy was famous for the 5 count, but I don't know the 12 count.
12 count seems a little excessive. Seems like some people might be a little insecure at that point. What are you trying to prove? Like the 5 I can see. 5! Remember that? That was great.
I think the referee's starting to lose a little bit of control in this match. He's got to try to get some order.
What was that? Come on!
This is just
some
broken
control.
down. This is broken down into a brawl. I don't know what the legal man is.
This is sheer bedlam. That was my calendar word of the day.
Nice.
Better. Insanity.
Quick tags by the team of Thunder and Lightning trying to keep a fresh man on the ring. Trying to keep Gamma Jr. in their corner. Into the ropes, but Gamma will get the feet up. Takes Lightning off his feet.
Going up, what are we going to see here?
Beautiful blockbuster off the second rope. Ample time to make a tag. I'm not sure if he knows what corner of the ring his partner's in.
The ref started his count. Both men have to the 10 count to get up.
Both men struggling to their feet.
Oh,
Both men make tags. Huge
Tiger Raj
clothesline.
comes in with a big clothesline to both men. Thunder going down from a back elbow. It seems that Tiger Raj has hurt his knee.
He appears to be favoring his right knee pretty heavily. I'm not sure what happened. Definitely going to hamper their chances in this
A
match.
meeting of the minds, and bam! Both Thunder and Lightning going down.
Despite that bad knee, Tiger Raj Singh definitely able to keep control of this match. There's a cover.
Only a 2 count because Red Thunder seems to be able to save that count.
Off the ropes. Big boot right to the skull of Red Thunder.
I don't know how smart that was, considering that it appears to be the injured leg of Tiger Raj.
Well, it's risk versus reward.
Oh, the ref just went down hard. And Gamma pulls in a low blow and he grabs the belt. What is he gonna do? Oh, nails White Lightning with the belt. Well, what is going on here? Why is he down? Please oh, no, he's up. He's waking the ref.
What's going on?
I'm as confused as you are, B. 3. Oh, he's playing possum, and we have new tag team champions in the new Karachi Vice.
The new Karachi Vice, the new PWA Tag Team Champions. I question their methods, but they got the goal.
There you have it, folks.
Where's our music?
Phoenix Taylor, it is time for the casket match.
The first ever casket match in the PWA ring. And I believe it's the first casket match in Edmonton in 13 years. Lucky number 13.
The history between these two men, Michael Avery and Ravenous Randy Myers, is well documented.
Oh my God!
Tope by Michael Avery. That just shows the hatred these men have for each other. Michael Avery willing to put his own body on the line to take out his opponent. The history is well documented, public workouts, a tag team gone bad. We don't need to go through all that. We got to live in the here and the now. This is going to get ugly.
Here in the now? Why don't we need to relive the past? I think we should. These two guys were former tag team champs. PWA tag team champs at one time. Things went sour. And now we're hopefully seeing the final match that will settle the score between these two in a casket match at PWA Fright Night 2007.
To win the match, you must place your opponent inside the casket and close the lid. That is how you win, but I'm sure there'll be much bleedings and bloodshed before that takes place. The ring didn't hold these guys for long. They're out on the floor.
Oh my God, they're taken to the announce table.
Michael Avery face first into that announce table.
I think that's the match. I heard the bell wrong.
I could say he rang his bell, but that would be gauche.
That would be what?
And honestly, there is really nothing humorous about this match. There's a lot of bad blood in this match.
No, back up. That would be Ghost?
Gauche.
What's a ghost?
Read a book.
There are lots of books. Most of them start with Dear Penthouse.
I don't think that you're showing these two men the respect that they deserve and the severity of this match.
I understand. I'm just trying to figure out what you're saying.
Ravenous Randy Myers, several kicks.
No, stay away from the cemetery. I think he's using one of the props we have at ringside. And is that the Druids that are bringing out the casket right now?
The Druids are responsible for transporting the casket here.
Oh, big super kick. Oh, and he takes out one of the Druids. He is out.
Huge super kick by Michael Avery, who just received a tombstone.
Rest in pieces, apparently.
A tombstone to his head for the trouble. That Druid, I'm sure, didn't sign up for this, but nonetheless, that's what he got.
Oh my God, this is the worst time to have this type of match when you have all these props in the cemetery.
Simultaneous headbutts by Ravenous Randy Myers. There certainly is a lot of toys out there for these guys to play with.
Toys, serious weapons.
Well, you're absolutely right about that.
Oh, he drives his head hard into the casket. What is he about to do? Why is he climbing on top of the casket?
Avery up top on that casket.
Oh!
Huge cross body block right down to the floor.
And this crowd approves.
The risks these guys are willing to take just shows the hatred they have for one another.
This time I would like to remind future fans to please stay in their seats.
Absolutely, you don't want to get involved in any of this.
And it appears like the remaining Druids have opened the casket lid. It might be over right here.
Ravenous Randy dropped crotch first on the edge of that casket. That may be it already.
He is Holland region.
He is inside the casket. All he's got to do is close the lid.
Oh, and there's a Singapore cane in there. Why is there a Singapore cane inside the casket? Explain that one to me.
I wouldn't have put it past Randy Myers to put that in there.
Oh.
Slamming the door on the small of the back of Michael Avery.
That does not look pleasant. There have been careers that have ended just that way in casket matches, or at least put on hold for a very long time. These type of matches will shorten your career.
Absolutely. We haven't seen this type of viciousness here in the PWA in quite some time.
13 years for Edmonton for a casket match, as I mentioned. I think it's any coincidence that it's been 13 years on Fright Night is when we have another casket match?
I think it's just a disgusting coincidence, to be honest with you.
I don't know if you're superstitious or anything, but if there's a black cat that crosses their path at any point, I'm leaving.
Again, right into that announce table.
If I was anywhere near this match, I'd be moving back right now.
I don't even know what to say. I mean,
Michael Avery goes hard over that table. And lucky for him, it appears that that table was not made in China.
Randy Myers has his own personalized chair,
which is very convenient for a match like this. And these sadistic fans seem to be chanting for Randy to do much more than hit him with a chair.
Brutal kick right to the face. Michael Avery on the receiving end of a huge amount of punishment.
Oh my God, right across the throat with that chair.
That's just sick.
These two really don't like each other.
Michael Avery needs to pull out something quick if he has any hope of winning this match. He can barely stand. Crawling on his hands and knees, looks like he's attempting to get back to the ring.
Those are premium seats then. The Ravenous one is moving. As you can see, they have numbers on them.
Those are front row tickets right there.
What are we going to see here? Oh, a reversal. Ooh.
He attempted to go for what looked like a powerbomb, and he was flipped over.
Onto those very stiff chairs. Those chairs have no give to them.
Back body drop style. Anybody who's been to one of our amazing live events knows those chairs are solid. If you're watching this, we'd like to see you in one of those chairs at one of our events. There's nothing like seeing the PWA live and in person.
Look at this, the chair perfectly legal in this match. There's nothing that Fitzpatrick can do.
Right into the midsection.
Oh!
Right across the back. Randy Myers may be rethinking the fact that he brought that chair out to begin with. Michael Avery in control.
Oh, the Druids seem to be opening the casket door again.
Hard left hands.
He is a southpaw, I heard. Much like the legendary Rocky Balboa. Oh!
DDT type maneuver right off that platform, planting Michael Avery's head right into the corner of that. That's only going to split open that cut even more.
Did you ever know where the term southpaw came from, Big Bad Morris?
I'm going to be honest, I have no idea.
Well, apparently there used to be a boxer back in the day who was a lefty, and when he'd fight, his left hand would point to South Jersey, southpaw. And that's where it came from.
I've learned something.
The more you know as a star flies over my head.
I've learned two things.
Stars fly over my head, and where southpaw comes
I've learned about what a southpaw is, and I've learned the lengths that two men will go to destroy each other's bodies out of pure hatred. Trying to drag Michael Avery's limp body back into the ring.
At what point do you think the PWA officials should step into this match and maybe end it for these guys?
Right
for
over
their
the top
safety?
rope, both men crashing down on the floor. We do have doctors on hand to tend to both of these guys after this match is over.
And it appears that Michael Avery has been busted open.
I'm sure that Commissioner Kurt Sorokin has given the official the right to stop this match should he feel that the violence or blood loss is too excessive.
Avery turns around for a brief moment with a couple of hard chops, but Ravenous Randy gets him back.
I don't think either of these guys want a ref stoppage in this match. Look at the mug of Randy Myers.
And this is one of the first matches in a while that I've seen Randy Myers not even care about his mohawk. That's how much he hates this man. He's not even paying attention to his hair, which he has used as a weapon before. He's going back for his personal chair. What is he setting up here, Boris?
I don't know, but it spells doom for Michael Avery, that's for damn sure. Another hard right hand rocking the skull of Michael Avery. Myers ascending the turnbuckles.
I am glad for one thing that these two took it back to the ring. At least in the ring, they're somewhat safer. Not safe, but safer.
The fans are certainly safer. Avery reverses into the huge face jam off the top rope.
This match has taken its toll on both men, as you can clearly see.
I'm not sure who got the worst of that. Avery taking that wrist tape off, using it to choke his opponent. That's a side of Michael Avery I've never seen.
It's all legal in this match, and you got to do what you got to do. That's all I got to say about that.
There are no rules in this match, has been amply demonstrated by both of these men.
Oh my God, what has he got a hold of there?
It's exactly what you think he's got a hold of.
I wasn't thinking anything, that's why I asked.
Well, I don't need to draw you a map to let you know what he had a hold of, but nonetheless, Avery back out hard to the floor.
Look at Avery's back, it's just red from all the punishment he's been taking. This is definitely a match
setting
I'm
up
glad
for
I'm not a
something.
part of. A tornado DDT onto that chair on the outside. Oh my God! Did we just see that?
Almost a tope DDT, unbelievable move right into that chair.
Toupee DDT, what?
Tope DDT.
Yeah, that's what I said, a toupee. Are you talking about his flamboyant hair that Randy is sporting?
That is absolutely incorrect.
I'm lost. Ooh, that looks hazardous to one's health, but...
Using that caution tape as a weapon and then...
Wow, look at that, gently putting them back. That's a nice thing.
Showing a little bit of concern for our fans, I suppose, making sure to replace that.
Well, a solid barricade like that is needed in a match like this.
Absolutely. Again, stomping the face of Avery into that chair.
Maybe you should just put him in the casket at this point. I feel bad for the guy.
The ref may want to look at stopping this match. I don't think he doesn't want it to end that way, but...
Oh, but I just realized, on a bright note though, if he does kill Michael Avery here, I have a full-time gig here. No more replacing their note.
Well, that is the...
And look at the benefit on your behalf. You get to sit next to me.
Well, that is the worst-case scenario for Michael Avery is death.
Yeah, it works out pretty good for us, huh?
Yes, I'd be ever so pleased. Anyway.
Indeed.
Randy Myers seems to have everything well in hand in this contest. Michael Avery, rough shape, barely able to get to his feet. Hard slam right onto that gym floor. There's no give there.
That's hardwood floor underneath that cover.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, a big leg drop to nobody home.
No water in the pool. Nothing but floor and tailbone for Ravenous Randy Myers. It's a euphemism. No water in the pool.
What? Euthanasia? What? Are you talking about like killing yourself if you're violently ill? Dr. Kevorkian
No,
style?
that's euthanasia.
Yeah, that's what I said. What did you say?
I said that Ravenous Randy Myers slid back into the ring by Michael Avery along with that chair.
Apparently trying to kill himself on a kamikaze mission according to Big Bad Boris.
Exchanging kicks. Myers getting the better of a big spinning heel kick takes Avery down.
Whose feet rule?
Asking the fans whose feet rule, I believe.
Avery once again maintaining control in this match. Referee Michael Fitzpatrick helpless to stop anything.
Oh, goes for the chair shot, but it backfires.
Attempting to use that chair on Michael Avery, only caught was the top rope when you got a close look at that chair. Avery on the
going up to the
turnbuckle.
top. Big elbow on that chair that's on top of Randy Myers' head. Did you see that? His body was convulsing. What am I looking for here?
Nothing but steel to the face of Ravenous Randy Myers. It's convulsing, by the way.
Thank you. Calendar of the day. Gonna get one.
Off the rope again, 2 feet and steel in the face of Ravenous Randy Myers. Michael Avery has things well in hand. That casket's looming over the entranceway. This might be the time.
Oh, he's asking for them to bring it over closer, I believe. That's what the Druids are there for.
I don't know if we have enough Druids to do that after one of them was, well, unceremoniously booted in the skull.
It's hazards of the job.
It's not easy being a Druid.
Where is he crawling under the ring? What's going on? What's going on? Why did the Druid just slam down the cage? Oh my God! What's going on? Why did the Druid just attack?
That is
Michael
not
Avery?
a Druid. That is Dan Myers.
Yeah, what? That is clearly a Druid. Who's Dan Myers?
That is Dan Myers. That is no Druid.
You're talking about the brother of Randy
That
Myers?
is absolutely what I'm talking about.
Oh my God! I think you're right.
Something is rotten in Denmark, and it's the Myers brothers.
What? Oh, a big Uranigi. That's right. I learned to move.
But that
Oh my God!
distracted Avery long enough
I think that chair's broken.
for Ravenous Randy Myers to get the upper hand.
I
And hitting
believe that move is called the chili cheese driver.
right on that steel chair. Just when Avery looked like he had things in his favor, Myers has another card up his sleeve.
One of the Druids who would have expected this was Dan Myers, Randy's younger brother. I guess you got to be prepared for anything in a match like this. Oh, the Boy Wonder's in the ring. What is going on? It's pure bedlam.
Chucky Blaze hits the toasted bagel. And now Dan Myers in the ring. This is breaking down into a Pier 6 brawl.
Except this is at the Nate Gym and not at a pier. I don't really know the reference there, but we'll continue. Sailors at the
Chucky Blaze and Dan Myers fighting their way back to the locker room, leaving just these two combatants.
the way it should be. These two men started this match, and they want to end this feud once and for all. They better be the only two involved in it. No outside interference when it comes down to it.
Both men struggling to their feet. I can't believe what we've seen in this contest. It's unbelievable.
We've seen one Druid get knocked out from a super kick. We saw one Druid who ended up being Dan Myers attack Mr. Avery, and then we saw the Boy Wonder come to Mr. Avery's defense. I believe the Boy Wonder is a member of the Bristopian national team.
That is absolutely correct, and look at these two.
Oh,
extreme
huge punches. Ravenous going on the offense and ends it with a huge headbutt that takes down Michael Avery.
This has become a war of attrition. Who wants it more?
They're fighting over a girl named Trish.
Can I get somebody else, please?
What is wrong with you? I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about. I'm sure the people at home don't know either.
The casket is open.
Is it over? All he's got to do is close the
He's got to
lid.
close that lid, but Avery's not going down without a fight. Both men standing inside that casket.
Trading blows now in the casket.
Referee's in position to make the call.
What is Avery going for here? A pile driver in the casket.
Avery hits the pile driver inside the casket.
Now, if the lid goes down now, do they both lose? What's the outcome here?
I'm going to be honest, I haven't a clue.
I think it's whoever climbs out first at this point, because they're both down.
Avery appears to have the upper hand, but never say never in this match.
Avery's going to
got
go
that lid.
Get your foot. Oh, no, he's still got a foot. Something's afoot.
Myers attempting to block that casket being closed with his feet. Avery's got to be...
Oh, and the super kick started out the show, and it seems like it ends this match. There you have it, your winner, Michael Avery.
I have never seen anything like that in the history of the Prairie Wrestling Alliance.
I've seen it once in Amsterdam, but you know, I've traveled the world.
Here?
No, that's your thing. Sailors at the pier. It appears that Michael Avery's being ridden out of the ring as he is victorious in this feud, winning the casket match.
Unbelievable. Joined by Michael Avery, hot off your big win from the casket match. I know you're exhausted. I very much appreciate you being here joining me to do commentary.
I'm business if nothing else, Big Bad Boris, and I've got that big problem, Ravenous Randy. It's all behind me. It's finished. I can move on with my life. I feel great. Right now, it's time for the PWA Mayhem title to be decided in an Air Miles match. A first time I've ever heard of this match ever.
Phoenix Taylor had to go and prepare for the big steel cage match tonight. Michael Avery will be joining me for the rest of the show. And yes, this is the first time I've ever heard of an Air Miles match. The rules are simple. You can only pin your opponent after an offensive move off of the top rope.
Absolutely. It's going to be interesting. It really limits your options for pinfalls. You can't sneak out a quick pin unless, of course, it's coming from the high rent district, as I've heard it referred to in the past. And, you know, these are two guys right here, Marky Mark and Chucky Blaze. These guys are no stranger to the top rope, so I have a feeling we're going to see quite an aerial spectacle, if you will.
Absolutely. Two of the best aerial tacticians here in the PWA. Marky Mark off the top there with the headlock takeover.
That
counts! Went off the top rope.
Wow, Marky Mark touching the top rope, going for that headlock takeover. Chucky Blaze countered. That counts.
Apparently it does. The referee made the count. So
maybe there's more options than we thought initially.
This could be a very interesting matchup.
Because I mean, I think in a match like this, you'd expect the move to be something like maybe a nice shoulder tackle there by Marky, a big flying move from the top onto your opponent. But hey, maybe it's going to come out of a counter from a top rope maneuver, and that'll still count as the finish. So maybe you got to keep your wits about you more than I gave this match credit initially.
Yes, this could show us some interesting ways to use the top rope as a nice monkey flip there by Marky Mark.
Absolutely, flips like a monkey from the one who is funky.
Marky heading up to the top rope.
Lanny Poffo might not be here, but we got someone that can right pull him still.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Marky up on the top rope. He is perched.
Here comes the axe.
Big double axe handle. Schoolboy roll up.
I Unfortunately, the axe is never really a demolition walking disaster unless accompanied by the smasher. That's just simple physics for us.
This is absolutely correct. You're on fire after your big win tonight.
Well, you know, like I said, I got the big monkey off my back, and right now it just feels great. Marky Mark faking out Chucky Blaze there. He's got the roll up.
Sunset flip off the top again, only a 2. Marky really down his homework and put some thought into his offense tonight.
Absolutely, and with a match like this, you know, you have to come up with new ways to hit stuff off the top because you might not be able to incapacitate your opponent long enough. Marky Mark always uses that swanton, you know. He might not get a chance to hit that. He might have to find something else to put away Chucky Blaze.
And this is interesting for Marky Mark because I don't think he's used to being in there with somebody who was as fast and as agile as himself.
And you know, you don't expect it looking at Chucky Blaze, but he is an incredible high flyer. I still can't believe it. He's so young. He's got so much of his career ahead of him if he can stay healthy. And you know, it's really exciting to watch him in the ring. And with Marky Mark, it's just boom. It's going to be even more so.
Big missile drop kick off the top. There's a count. Inches away from victory again. Marky Mark looking a little frustrated already.
You know, and this is hard. It's still pretty early in the match. And you know, Marky Mark's taken to the top rope about 3 or 4 times already. You got to wonder what kind of stress that puts on his body as well.
You're absolutely correct. Is Marky up top again?
There was that swanton I was talking about.
Absolutely right. No water in the pool for Marky Mark.
Nope.
Chucky Blaze trying to get to his feet, try to mount some offense of his own here. That looked like it took a lot out of Marky Mark. Hitting the mat from that height's got to draw your entire body.
Absolutely drives the wind right out of you in the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, you could dislocate something, you could knock yourself out. There's a lot that can go wrong off the top rope, and right now Chucky Blaze, the beneficiary of Marky Mark's mistake.
Chucky heading up to the top rope. He's got Marky doubled over after a knee into the midsection, and a huge knee off the top rope right to the back of the skull.
Like I said, after missing a swanton like that, Marky Mark might have hit his head. The head might be exactly what Chucky Blaze should be targeting.
Absolutely covered, but only a 2 count. PWA continuing to innovate in professional wrestling with matches you've never seen before. This is another great example.
Well, this is exactly what the Mayhem title is all about. It's not just some kind of glorified hardcore belt where you just hit each other with a bunch of chairs and ladders. This is a match where you can, where you can see lots of innovative matches like the Air Miles match, which, to my knowledge, I've never heard of it ever.
Absolutely right. Elbow off the top rope there. Again, only a 2 count.
Chucky Blaze being a little bit conservative there might not be a bad idea. It's still rather early in the match. If you're going to go high risk from the top rope, you want to make sure you hit it.
Big jumping stomp right into the heart of Marky Mark. Interesting. Chucky Blaze not necessarily known for his striking ability, but he's put everything out behind that. Not pretty, but definitely effective. Big clothesline as well.
Well, I think people sometimes take Chucky Blaze for granted because of his high flying and his youth, but he's actually quite an accomplished mat wrestler as well. He's got a lot of skills in his arsenal. Trained, of course, by my opponent, Ravenous Randy, tonight, and, of course, TJ Wilson, who we all know, no slouch in the ring.
Absolutely. Diving clothesline off the top, and again, Marky able to get the shoulder up. You can see the frustration already. Maybe a little bit of youthful inexperience being frustrated this early in the matchup.
Well, it's still very young in Chucky Blaze's career. He's got a long road ahead of him, and Marky Mark has been around the block, especially in matches, well, similar to these kind of stipulations. So Chucky Blaze has to realize that it's going to take something special to beat the Mayhem champion.
High vertical suplex by Chucky Blaze. Textbook, if you will.
I don't
know what book I've seen that suplex in, but if there was one, it might be on page 1.
Absolutely.
Actually, it'd be on page 2. Page 1 would be the table of contents.
Books of Library of Congress.
Yes. This cannot end well, Boris.
Now, is this going to count as a move off the top rope?
Top rope stunner, unbelievable. That's got to count.
Marky able to capitalize on a quick pinnacle that took a lot out of him as well.
Now, this match has been so physical already. Marky Mark is in a bad way. It's going to be hard for him to be able to take advantage of a maneuver like that because, like you said, it takes a lot out of him as well.
Here's Lundy heading upstairs again. Off the middle rope.
Perfect execution. But he only went from the middle rope, and the ref caught it. I can't believe it. Our ref's actually caught something, but there it is.
Cabrada moonsault off the middle rope. He's got to go all the way up the top. Looks like he may be trying to do that now.
Jogged by Ricky Rogers, our official there.
Right in the small of the back, taking a little bit too much time. Chucky heading upstairs with Marky as well on the top rope.
I don't know what this is, but I don't think this can end well.
There's only one way to go.
Oh!
belly to back suplex, incredibly done. Chucky Blaze trying to get over for a cover.
The impact from that move was unbelievable. We got two. I thought we had it there, but not yet. Chucky Blaze, not yet Mayhem champion.
I absolutely thought that was the ball game. Marky Mark, known for his resiliency. Definitely a great example of it right there.
But you know, you never would know it. Like I said, maybe these two guys are their best asset is that their looks are deceiving. You wouldn't expect Marky Mark to be as tough and as resilient as he is. But man, I've been in the ring with him a long time. Let me tell you, this guy can take a licking and keep on ticking. Really? Oh, sorry. Let's change it up. He can take a beating and keep on ticking. Doesn't rhyme, but I like it.
Perfect.
Yes. I got a bet. Okay, I got one. He can take a beating and keep on feeding you with his offense. Yes. Yes, that'll be on greeting cards.
Put that on a t-shirt. Up on the top rope, Chucky Blaze going for a power driver. It looked like a power driver, unable to connect on that. And he is unceremoniously tossed 3/4 of the way across the ring off the top rope.
You know, it's one thing for these guys. They put themselves in harm's way by their own choice. But in a match like this, you're required to go up to that top rope. You're required to take that extra risk. And you know, that's got to be something that weighs on their minds very heavily in a match like this. Vintage Marky Mark. Well, Chucky Blaze has seen it one time too many, I guess.
We have seen Marky use that move many, many times, and I'm sure Chucky Blaze has as well. All Marky caught was the hard edge of that ring apron.
That has got to do a number on either your leg, your tailbone. It can mess you up. And for Marky Mark, a guy that's got to hit something from the top rope, not being able to use that leg could be a huge detriment.
This could be the beginning of the end. Chucky Blaze uncharacteristically going for some furniture there. Continuing to work over that leg with a chair.
You know, I respect this. Chucky Blaze, hey, he's a great guy. He'll play by the rules, but this is Mayhem. There's no disqualifications. If it's going to help him win that belt, I'm all for it.
There is so much at stake in this match. Chucky knows it. Again, that chair right down across that right knee of Marky Mark.
Like I said, this is exactly what you want to do in a match like this. With a guy that can fly like Marky Mark, you take his wheels out from under him, and he can't operate. It's as simple as that.
Blaze is like a little pit bull in there. He just won't stop.
That's what you got to do. Like I said, Marky Mark, he's so resilient. He's a guy that doesn't look like he can take a beating and keep on feeding to his offense, but he can. And with that, you can't give him room to breathe. You got to stay on him. You got to work that leg. You got to beat him down. You got to finally capitalize. And this is what Chucky Blaze is, well, doing a great job of so far.
Marky hung in the tree of woe.
Flipping boot scrape. Wait a minute.
Chucky knows the rules of this match.
Oh my God.
He's headed up to the top.
No way, this move, this isn't just gonna hurt a little. This could really mess you up. And it looks like Chucky Blaze is going for it.
Somersault leg drop coast to coast off the top rope.
There are not words. There's nothing to describe that. What can you say about that? Marky Mark, he's got to be out. This has got to be it.
There's the cover.
Unreal.
I can't believe you got a shoulder up. All I can say about that is let's see that one more time in the Happy Harbor double take.
Just look at Chucky Blaze from post to post. Boom! Flipping boot scrape from the top rope. I've never seen that before. Chucky Blaze has taken his game to a whole new level, and Marky Mark, he kicked out. I don't get it. Unbelievable. And now Chucky Blaze looks like he's getting some hardware.
Another chair into the ring. And another chair in the ring.
Congratulations to those people with those seats. You've just been upgraded to the best seats in the house. I don't know if we actually allow this kind of promotion, but well, it's happening.
All of these chairs in the ring spell something very bad for Marky Mark.
I think Chucky Blaze realizes that after a flipping boot scrape didn't do Marky Mark in, what's it going to take? He's going to have to take a huge risk right now. And look at this. Oh, our fans, well,
offering them chairs.
What kind of great fans? They'll offer you the chair. You know, we give them the whole seat, but they only need the edge.
They don't need any of it. They give it away. Perhaps taking even too long to set all those chairs up. Marky Mark, he's got a bit of his wind back now, and he may use those chairs to his advantage.
That's the problem. You do give Marky the opportunity to recuperate. Like I said,
big drop toe hold face first from the chair goes Chucky Blaze. This is going to give Marky a chance to perhaps set up something evil.
The PWA's answer to the Energizer Bunny. When you think he's down and out, he just keeps going and going and going. By the way, I want a paycheck for that.
That's also
What?
yeah. They don't want to change that.
I'm sick of this. Everything's been done. You know what? All right. He's just like the Duracell ox in that he keeps persisting.
Big slam onto all those chairs set up.
I don't know what he's going for here, but I think it spells the end for Chucky Blaze. But Chucky trying to fight out of it. I don't know if he can get up from those chairs.
Marky doesn't see that Chucky's almost back to his feet again, climbing that top rope. Chucky also heading up to the top, but as I said before, there's only one way to go, and that is down, and this is not going to end well.
What is he planning for? It looks like he might be going for a superplex from that top. This could really take it out of Marky Mark. Marky got out. Oh!
Almost looked like a spine buster from the top rope through all those chairs. Unbelievable. That has got to be the end for possibly both of these athletes.
Absolutely insane. It's absolute carnage here. Chucky Blaze is a wreck. Marky Mark doesn't look too better. And right now, Ricky Rogers is kind of clearing up the ring. Marky Mark's got the cover.
That is it. This match is over. Marky Mark retains the PWA Mayhem title with a huge spine buster through 46 chairs. What else are we going to see tonight? This has been unbelievable.
The fans standing up in appreciation, and justly so. Marky Mark and Chucky Blaze put it all on the line tonight. Put it on the line for the fans of the PWA. And the fact that Marky Mark is on his feet is unbelievable.
Still your Mayhem champion, Marky Mark. Drago, he seems to be a little bit in Drew Dolby's doghouse lately.
Yeah, Dolby seems to be really down on Lucas Drago, which of course was Dolby's first client here in PWA, but the one that brought him to the dance, but doesn't seem like that partnership is really flourishing at this moment. Right now, Dolby's in a great spot. He's got 3 of the 6 men under his watch in this match. He's got a 50-50 chance pretty much of coming out here with the PWA title.
That is absolutely correct.
Well, might be a little bit less than 50-50 if they don't decide to work together. Right now, Chris Steele just, to coin a phrase, stomping a mud hole in poor Lucas Drago.
Absolutely, maybe a rookie mistake possibly by Lucas Drago. They're taking Chris Steele at face value, but Drago just ate some steel for his troubles.
Well, it's worth noting that Lucas Drago, despite all his success recently, is still a relative newcomer to the company. And a guy like Chris Steele, the exact opposite. He's been here from the nitty-gritty. He's pretty much a fixture in PWA since the first show. 3-time PWA champion. This guy is legit.
Absolutely. 2 hard trips into the steel cage already for Lucas Drago. It's early in this match, but he's looking worse for wear already.
Absolutely. And, you know, you'd think that 2 guys, if Dolby really wanted to, keep the belt on, or get the belt on Chris Steele, he'd have these guys just take it easy. I mean, they're 2 guys that are supposed to be working on the same page here, and they're beating the hell out of each other. Just works on the staggered entry. I mean, we're going to have 4 more guys come in over the course of, say, about the next 8 minutes or so. You think it would be wise to kind of conserve your energy here.
Well, Chris Steele is a competitor, and he likes to get in there and inflict punishment, and he's not going to take this the easy way.
I suppose that's worth noting that Drew Dolby, despite being the leader of Team Esteem, well, you know, maybe not everyone's on the same page, right?
He might be trying to teach Lucas Drago a lesson. That bottom turnbuckle cover is... That's just ugly. The bottom turnbuckle pad removed. Face first again into the steel for Lucas Drago.
That's not a pleasant move to be the recipient of, you. Let me tell you that much. It really drives the wind out of your neck in the best case scenario, and can do some serious damage to your throat.
And there is no referee in there to replace that pad. There's no referee to make a count.
Well, the only way to get out of this one with the belt is to escape the cage once every other competitor is in this match. And that's still a while away, and like I said,
Can you
there we got Drew Dolby
a little
giving
bit?
it to...
He's with us. He's supposed to be, but this is sad. You're a member of Team Esteem. You want to actually, I don't know, try?
Apparently the work ethic of Lucas Drago not up to Drew Dalby's liking. As we hear the music, I think we got Phoenix Taylor on the way here, judging by that music. And right now, they're going to have to, I think they're deciding to work together here. Maybe the point has been made to Lucas Drago enough.
I spoke with Phoenix Taylor earlier during our commentary. He is brimming.
Wait. He's not coming in the traditional way. Phoenix Taylor's up on the top. I don't know if they know this. Drago and Steele see him, but too late.
Taylor definitely with a plan and a huge somersault dive right off the top of the cage. Unbelievable entrance for Phoenix Taylor.
Well, Taylor wants this belt bad. You know that he's a former PWA champion looking to become a two-time PWA champion. And that's a big way to start with that giant leap off the top, swanton onto the two competitors.
We're going to have a look at that again in the Happy Harbor double take. Do you think it's wise to have such a high-risk move right off the top like that?
Well, you know, if you don't, it's always judged by how it ends afterwards. This was complete success for Phoenix Taylor. If he had missed it, it'd be the dumbest move in the history. But I mean, it worked, so I can't say anything bad about it. And a cage-assisted Taylor made. Phoenix Taylor is feeling it right now. He's got to stick and move because he's got two guys from Team Steele to contend with here.
He wants that championship back. Another huge monkey flip, a crowd favorite here in the PWA. A lot of this match also has to do with the luck of the draw. Unfortunately, Lucas Drago having to go out there first with Chris Steele.
Absolutely, there's something to factor in. Guys that still aren't in this match yet, Johnny Handsome, Hannibal, and Juggernaut. That's a lot of mass, not yet in this ring, that gets to come in, come in fresh. For guys like Phoenix Taylor and an experienced guy like Lucas Drago, that could prove to be the determining factor there.
Phoenix Taylor dropped like a bag of dirt by Chris Steele. Unbelievable display of power.
You can't doubt the power of Chris Steele. Like I said earlier in our previous broadcasts, that I think only him and Tiger Raj Singh, probably the two strongest guys on the roster. I don't think there's anybody that can touch him in terms of power.
Steele definitely using that cage as a weapon, now trying to order around Lucas Drago here, trying to get him to do some of his dirty work perhaps.
Team Steele better keep their eyes on the door because we got another entrant coming. Drew
Dalby directing traffic in there. He wants Chris Steele to walk out of here with that PWA championship. Here
comes Johnny Handsome, the next entrant into the cage. Man, he is looking put together right now. He's got to pick his spot though. He's walking into pretty hostile territory. Very gingerly stepping into the ropes. Lucas Drago trying to charge him, but Johnny Handsome saw him coming.
Face first into that second turnbuckle. Again, Lucas Drago's having a rough go of it so far.
And this is a match where momentum means so much, especially for Team Esteem. They had a chance right there to get Handsome as soon as he came into the cage while the tide seemed to turn there. But if you don't get him right away, you've got two guys to contend with rather than just being able to beat the hell out of him.
Phoenix Taylor face first like a lawn dart into that cage. Unbelievable. Drago using that cage as a weapon himself finally. He's tasted it a few times, now he's dishing it out.
And that's no rough landing to get your face against that solid steel. It can tear apart your flesh. It can mess you up pretty bad, Boris, let me tell you that. I was in this cage last year for Fright Night, in with 5 other competitors, and you know, I came this close. Chris Steele slammed that door on my head, but I was this close to being PWA champion. And you know, the unforgiving Steele, it's no cakewalk, let me tell you that much.
This is one of the most dangerous matches in our industry. These guys are proving that right now.
Right now, this is looking to be in the favor of Team Esteem. They seem to have the numbers game working to their favor. I mean, it's 2-on-2 if you really want to look at it for the best case scenario for Phoenix and Handsome. I don't know if they're really working together so much as just getting beaten together. Nice fight with Phoenix Taylor, though. You cannot count him out. He didn't become PWA champion for nothing.
Picking a spot with that low blow again, it's all legal. There's no ref in there to tell you not to.
And here comes Hannibal, the monster from Puerto Rico. And let me tell you, right now, this is exactly what Team Esteem needed. Because 3-on-2, they can put a big hurt on Handsome and Phoenix, and then save what they got left for Juggernaut.
The luck of the draw definitely going the way of Team Esteem, as they always seem to have one man up on the competition.
We had a chance. We almost got to see Juggernaut in the cage last year, but after that match he had with Tex Gaines, he was so beat up he couldn't continue. He didn't get to fight for the PWA Championship. Here he's going to get the chance. He didn't have to fight a match beforehand. He's completely fresh. It'll be interesting to see how he does in this kind of environment.
Perfectly executed board buster by Chris Steele on Phoenix Taylor. Steele again showing his power. Fatigue must be a factor for Steele and Lucas Drago by now. They've been in there for quite some time, but there's a lot of beef in there, beating on their heads.
Absolutely. You have to wonder, really. I mean, with Dalby, everyone claims he's on the same page, but a guy like Hannibal hasn't been in Team Steam very long. If he sees a chance to become PWA champion, I think he's going to take it.
Taylor attempting to ascend to the top of that cage. He's caught by Handsome. Flips it over into a victory roll. Of course, there's no pinning combination here, but he uses that just to put the boots and the fist to him.
Exactly, getting Handsome off his feet, able to stabilize him enough so he can give him a couple kicks. Unfortunately, it was only short term because Hannibal just came right in and leveled him with the boot to the back. I'll tell you, this Hannibal, he is an absolute monster, Boris. I've been in the ring with him, and he's just got so much raw power, so much intensity. He's a dangerous competitor.
Absolutely.
And I think with this countdown, we know what's coming.
Our final competitor will be on their way to the ring in mere moments from now. And now this means the first man to get out of that cage, either over the top or through the door, will become the new PWA Heavyweight Champion.
Right there, we see Team Esteem. They're not working together. Hannibal's going into business for himself. It might be wise for them to start pooling their resources because they are about to meet the 400-pound Velvet Fog himself, Juggernaut.
Mel Torme was a Velvet Fog.
He's not the 400-pound Velvet Fog, let me tell you that.
That is true. Taylor trying to ascend to the top of the cage again, caught by Chris Steele, but here comes Juggernaut.
And it is much too hot for a Juggernaut to be walking around, but he is going to be walking into that cage, and he is going to be gunning for every single man in that ring. And he appears to be led to the ring. I don't get this, you know. At one point, him and Tex Gaines, when they teamed up, they were being managed by an inanimate object, a bowl.
Yes, it was. I'm very familiar with the bowl.
And your luscious Fu Manchu that you had going at the time.
That is correct.
And what is this? He's got a comb now? I mean, I understand. Like, I wouldn't want to be around Juggernaut either. So I mean, if he's going to want a manager, he's probably going to have to find something that would want to, you know, that actually be able to put up with all his stories. But still.
I think he's just trying to get in the heads of his opponents. Look at how just taking his time getting into that ring, making everybody think about it. Steele, the first man in charge of it, everybody getting in on it. Not a very wise move by all of these guys to try to get in there and take the big man down.
Good strategy. You got to, like I said, pool your resources. That's three big guys in Hannibal, Chris Steele, and Johnny Handsome that can really put a pounding on the Juggernaut. Right there, Phoenix Taylor starting to fight back against Lucas Drago. You know, now that Juggernaut's in the ring, I think any strategy is pretty much out the window. It could be every man for himself, and it's all up for grabs at this point, Boris.
Juggernaut's the biggest man, he's the freshest man, so definitely that puts the biggest target on him. He's so far able to fight everybody off, including the big Hannibal. Very surprising. Again, the numbers game, just too much.
Is there anybody that can take Juggernaut off his feet? I don't really know if there's a guy that can do that easily. It might take a bunch of guys to team up to get the job done. And right now, teamwork doesn't seem to be the word of the day. Everyone seems to be kind of squaring off against their own respective opponents. Lucas Drago there choking the life out of Phoenix Taylor.
There's quite a long history between Lucas Drago and Phoenix Taylor as well.
Absolutely, once part of the Metrosexuals for their short-lived run together. Drago, of course, brought in as Phoenix Taylor's bodyguard during his feud with Marky Mark.
Texas Cloverleaf applied by Lucas Drago. If he can take those legs out from Phoenix Taylor, there's no way he can climb to the top of that cage. Smart wrestling. Hannibal attempting to go for the door, but Lucas Drago right on top of him. He knows if Hannibal gets out there, that's his shot at the title.
You can hear Dalby saying that he wants Steele to be the one to go out. Hannibal's not going to listen to that when the PWA title is 3 feet away from his grasp.
Absolutely.
Juggernaut there coming to save, keep Hannibal out. Better watch out, Hannibal's about to fall out there. It's hard to fight gravity.
Juggernaut doing the smart thing and dragging Hannibal back into the ring. This match far from over. Nice short clothesline by Juggernaut. Look at the carnage in that ring. It's unbelievable. This has been a night of violence and just a night of things I've never seen before.
It's been a crazy night, I gotta say. The first casket match in 13 years, won by yours truly. An Air Miles match, a steel cage match. We still have AJ Styles and Samoa Joe right after this in the main event. It's been a great night. We've had a ton of people show up for it. PWA really making their mark tonight. And the cage is making a mark on Phoenix Taylor's forehead after that. Might downgrade him from really, really ridiculously good looking to just really ridiculously good looking. And I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy.
Very well, maybe so. Phoenix Taylor again, hard face first into that cage. Steele again trying to kick off Johnny Hass, trying to make his way to the top. But again, the numbers game is just too much. When there's all that beef in the ring, it's so hard to get a few moments to yourself to even attempt to climb that cage.
And in a match like this, it's not just 6 men, it's 6 accomplished wrestlers. Lucas Drago's had a breakout year in the PWA. Hannibal's international sensation. Juggernaut is just an absolute big man, former Mayhem champion, former tag team champion. You got Chris Steele, the 3-time PWA champion. Phoenix Taylor, he's held every belt except the Mayhem title. And Johnny Hansen, who's just a rock of a man. I mean, there's a lot of talent. How are you going to get anybody immobilized long enough to actually get out of that cage?
The cream of the crop is in that ring.
Meanwhile, if you're going to try to get out through the door and you're not on Team Esteem, you're going to have to contend with Drew Dalby by the gate.
Michael Avery, who's your pick?
Who's my pick? Well, you know, despite the miscommunication that's happened here, I think Team Esteem has still got too much. I got to go with Chris Steele.
Just because if I don't, I will never hear the end of it. I'm going to pick Phoenix Taylor.
You know, there's worse picks to be made. Phoenix Taylor definitely a viable contender, as all these guys are. Right there, Dalby yelling at Lucas Drago. He tried to get out, but Chris Steele's not going to let him.
Chris Steele dragging him back in that ring. On the other side of the ring, you see a nice baseball slide drop kick by Phoenix Taylor.
There's just action all over this ring. Johnny Hansen, what a backbreaker to Phoenix Taylor. What power. I mean, I don't think there's been a cage match we've had in recent history that's got guys with this much power. Team Esteem breaking up again. Hannibal, it looks like he's not going to play by the rules.
I don't think he cares. He's just in there to hurt people, win titles, and make money.
What's Dalby going to do to stop him? Because right now, Hannibal, he's kind of, I think he can smell his own blood. I think he got busted open earlier, and now he is just a raging volcano. And I think everybody in the ring is going to suffer because of it. Nice fervent suplex.
Absolutely.
Juggernaut wisely going right after Hannibal when he got his back turned.
Ever the opportunist Juggernaut with those huge kicks right to the spine of Hannibal.
Those kicks are deadly. They can knock the wind out of you. If he catches you in the head, they can knock you straight out. And right now, is he going for the powerbomb?
Huge sit-up powerbomb by Juggernaut on Lucas Drago. That might be it for Drago. I don't know if he's going to get up from that.
Drago's not an easy man to move either, and that powerbomb just rocked him.
Hannibal again heading for the door. Phoenix Taylor, smart move, grabbing him by the hair.
You know, it might seem a little underhanded, but if you want a guy to not fall out, he's not going to fall out if it's going to scalp him.
There is too much at stake for niceties in this match.
Absolutely. You can't worry about what's going to be looked at as a little uncouth or breaking the rules. It's anything goes. It's a steel cage. You got to get out not just with the title, but with your life.
Hannibal hard into that cage. I'm surprised that cage hasn't come apart with some of the abuse that it's taken so far. Again, Hannibal right into that joint with the steel piping. Unbelievable.
What would it mean if 2 years running Chris Steele walked into the steel cage in a PWA championship match at Fright Night, and 2 years running Chris Steele walked out PWA champion?
May very well happen.
And you know, I've said it many times, I consider Chris Steele to be one of the cornerstones of PWA wrestling. He's just one guy that the entire time he's been there, he's got a track record of winning. I don't think there's anybody in the company that can match his record.
Phoenix Taylor attempting to come to the top of the cage. On the other side, Lucas Drago also, he's been caught by Hannibal. Taylor's been caught by Chris Steele. This could go on for hours. Huge backdrop suplex off the top.
Like I said, there's just too many variables. There's too many big, strong guys. It's going to be impossible to get a moment where you can get clear and get out of the cage, especially if you're going to try to climb over.
We could be here for hours.
Lucas Drago now looks like he's got a little bit of clearance. He might be able to get away, but I don't think Chris Steele's going to let him. I mean, you could beat a guy down in a steel cage match, but there's not really a lot of places for him to go. I mean, that cage keeps you in the ring, so you're always about 5 steps away from catching any opponent at any time. It's hard to get an opening to get out, and Johnny Handsome just found that out when he tried to get out. Didn't even get to the door, and Chris Steele just whacked him in the back of the head.
It keeps everybody in, but it also keeps everybody out.
Absolutely. And that's one thing you have to wonder. Drew Dalby, Team Esteem has all these numbers. Might he have some more guys up his sleeve tonight? I don't know.
Juggernaut bleeding profusely.
This has turned into an absolute bloodbath. Hannibal's busted open. Juggernaut's busted open. I think Johnny Handsome got busted open too. That's the effects of this cage though.
Juggernaut attempting in that corner to climb. Caught by Phoenix Taylor.
Taylor's just going to take the easy way and get out right over top of him.
He's going to try to climb over Juggernaut, try to get to that floor.
I don't think he's going to make it. Oh my God. Unreal. Powerbomb from the top rope. Phoenix Taylor was top. He was grabbing the top of the cage.
He was going to try to climb right over Juggernaut to that title, but
I don't know how high Phoenix. He must have been like 10, 12 feet in the air on that powerbomb there. That's a rough landing by any stretch of
Juggernaut
imagination.
sacrificing his own body to take out Phoenix Taylor. That may take him out of this equation for good. I don't know.
I don't know if anyone can recover from that. Right now, everyone's heading for the Johnny Handsome trying to get out. Lucas Drago's trying to get out. Juggernaut and Hannibal just duking it out. Bossman slam from Juggernaut, and I think he's going for the door.
Juggernaut's heading for the door, but Drago's got one leg over the top of that cage.
But nobody sees Juggernaut. He made it!
Juggernaut is out!
Handsome and Drago were at the top of the cage. They were that close to getting out, but Juggernaut, undetected, went to the door, got out. We have a new PWA champion, and his name is Juggernaut.
Unbelievable match, unbelievable finish. Juggernaut is your new PWA champion. Who's going to take that belt from him?
I don't know who possibly could. He's a guy that, he's the immovable object, and he's the immovable object with the goal.
It is time for our main event. Last night we saw AJ Styles defeat Samoa Joe with the feet on the ropes. Tonight Joe goes for his revenge. Again, very excited to have these two in the PWA ring. Michael Avery, what can we expect?
Well, probably a little bit more of the same from last night. Like I said, these are two top-notch athletes bringing their A game, and you know that Samoa Joe's might come out even a little bit stronger than last night because he wants to make sure that AJ Styles doesn't take 2 in a row from him here in Alberta.
He just threw Styles right across that ring. I think that's more just anger than anything else right now. He is not happy with what happened last night.
Joe has to watch out though. If his temper gets the best of him, AJ Styles could take advantage and come out the victor, either by sneaking away a pinfall or maybe even Joe getting disqualified. Now it seems like Joe's just with his pure strength is getting the better of AJ Styles mentally. I tell you, what a crazy show it's been tonight. We've seen a little bit of everything. We've seen some high flying, we've seen some hard-hitting action. We've got new tag team champions, a new Cruiserweight champion, a new PWA champion, and what a way to cap it off here with 2 of TNA's best.
I can't remember another night like this in PWA history. This has been unbelievable.
Top to bottom, it's been a great night. And what a way to cap it off, like I said.
I think the people that are here are going to remember this for a long time.
Samoa Joe and AJ Styles are going to remember those kicks on their legs too. Those look like they hurt. AJ Styles goaded Joe into it.
Looked like he might have been going for that dragon screw leg whip, but Joe just pushed him off, maybe with that hard back elbow.
Great leg strength from Samoa Joe. Nice high back body drop. AJ Styles is reeling, and Samoa Joe is cooking. What a leg sweep. I tell you, you do not want to let Samoa Joe get into a rhythm, because if he does, he just keeps hitting you and hitting you, and before you know it.
That may have been the hardest chop we've seen all weekend.
Let me finish. Before you know it, boom! You're on the mat. Maybe a little bit sooner than anticipated with those kind of kicks. Get that dirt off your shoulder there, Samoa Joe. AJ Styles is on Dream Street. He has got to get himself back in this match.
Joe not taking any chances, staying right on his foot and not letting him get a chance to breathe. Right back into the ring so he can dish out more punishment. Hard right hands. And that's, well, just a blatant choke. I mean, what else can you call it?
Yeah, absolutely, but it's effective, and I think we know what's coming now.
Absolutely. Huge boot scrape by Samoa Joe right across the face of AJ Styles.
Absolutely. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Joe's going to go for the cover here, but never count out AJ Styles. This guy is a former 3-time TNA champion, former tag team champion, X Division champion. He's done it all in that company, and he's done it at the expense of guys like Samoa Joe.
Spending a lot more time on the floor than I thought they would in this contest.
We're going for some vintage Joe right here.
Absolutely, Joe's got himself a chair, using to set his opponent down and go for a jog, it looks like.
Measuring AJ up. AJ tried to get him, but Joe saw it coming. Big chop. AJ Styles is staggered.
Styles had a little telegraph, but he managed to duck the clothesline, hit him with that huge chop right down on the floor.
You know, this is what happens with two guys that know each other so well, like Joe and AJ do. Not only can they counter each other's moves, they can counter each other's counters. It just takes one little slip up for one of these guys to be able to put the other one away, but right now AJ Styles is trying to get some distance between him and Joe. It might not be the dumbest strategy.
Well, it's smart by AJ. He knows that Joe can't beat him on the floor.
He also knows that Joe can't beat him in a foot race.
Again, not just smart wrestling. Catch your opponent while trying to get in the ring. Managed to get the upper hand.
But you do not want to get in a slugfest with Samoa Joe. He's just got too much power. He hits too hard. AJ Styles can't match it, but that might do it. Beautiful drop kick by AJ Styles.
2 feet right in the chin. Perfectly executed. Unbelievable.
That's 2 nights in a row we've seen AJ hit Joe with that. Like I said, Joe might know what's coming, but the quickness of AJ Styles negates that. You can be ready for it, and still he'll catch you off guard.
These fans showing their appreciation for the hard work by both these men. Joe with strikes to the midsection of the face, trying to punch out of this. Big back elbow by AJ Styles. Nice pescado right down on the floor, and Styles lands on his feet. Stop hurting, AJ. Come on.
No worries. I look out for you. We're a team after all.
Joe looking worse for wear on the floor. Styles going to try to follow this up with something big, sliding him back in the ring. Styles trying to slow the pace down a little bit with that chin lock. Maybe trying to catch a little bit of breath for himself, trying to take a little bit away from Joe.
Absolutely. If Samoa Joe has trouble breathing, or if you just start wearing down the head, anything you can do to weaken him, open up your offense. AJ Styles has a lot of offense to the head. He's got that Pele kick. He's got that Styles Clash. He's got a lot of things that can hurt Joe, but he's got to get him worn down enough that he can hit it.
Joe managed to strike away out of that, but
AJ Styles has the shortcut all planned. Nice rake of the eyes, you know. Hey, all's fair in love and war and professional wrestling.
fingers in the eye will stop anybody.
AJ Styles not obliging the back rake. I don't know what it is about our fans. Like, for years, these fans, it's all monkey flips and back rakes to these people. I don't get it.
Well, they know what they like. Styles trying to weaken the back of Joe so he can take more of that suplex. He does just that. Perfect vertical suplex. That's a big man to take over.
Absolutely, that takes a lot.
Strong.
That takes a lot of strength. There we go, flashing the guns. AJ Styles is starting to feel some confidence. I think he knows he's got Joe's number right now. The question is, can he cash in on it and take home another win?
Appears to be going for the slam here. Gets him up, it can't hold him. Just couldn't keep all that weight up. Samoa Joe and down to the mat for only a 2 count. Great ring awareness by AJ Styles. He knew right where he was in that ring to pull Joe into that turnbuckle.
Absolutely. Use the elements to your advantage. If there's a poster, a buckle, or a rope nearby, and you can use it to get the upper hand, you might as well use it because it's there. If you don't, your opponent's gonna.
Look at the arrogance, just the cockiness of AJ Styles.
AJ Styles has the right to be arrogant. This is a guy that's achieved a lot of success in this business. Like I said, he's been the man in TNA for years. He's been all over the world. He's been a success in pretty much every promotion he's wrestled in. Why wouldn't you be cocky? I mean, absolutely. Look at him go. He's taking Samoa Joe, the guy that's been the golden boy of our industry for the last 2 years, and he's wearing him down.
Well, this match I think is far from over.
Absolutely, you can't count Samoa Joe out, don't get me wrong. But AJ Styles is doing what a lot of men can't do, and that's lay a big hurt on Samoa Joe.
Cover after the snapmare, kick out with authority by Samoa Joe.
There's that power of Samoa Joe. You can never count it out. Right now, like last night, we saw AJ Styles try to kind of work the leg a little bit of Samoa Joe, try to take out the muscle buster. He might be wise to look at doing that strategy again. Excuse me, I'm a little bit excited here. It's hard to keep my words together. Take away that kind of offense from Samoa Joe, take away those kicks, take away that muscle buster. Wouldn't be the worst strategy in the world.
Absolutely not. Throwing the elbow right to the forehead by AJ Styles. Ready for the Irish whip in the corner. It's reversed. Jump right into the atomic drop. A huge boot right to the face. Senton backsplash. Here's a cover.
Just like we saw last night at Invasion, you give Samoa Joe an ounce to breathe, and all of a sudden he's hit you with 3 big moves. Samoa Joe is that fist, that strong, big power slam from Samoa Joe. He is in control right now.
That is one of the fastest power slams you'll see in this business.
He's got such speed and such snap on that power slam. AJ Styles went flipping like a whirling dervish. I don't know if you've seen one of those recently, but they whirl quite fast. Not as fast as that power slam. Absolutely not. And I think Joe,
he's setting them up. It looks like he's going for the muscle buster.
AJ trying to block it, and does.
Going back to that eyes again. Not ethical, but definitely effective. Styles up to the top rope. Huge forearm. Look at the elevation on that forearm off the top rope.
Beautiful execution from AJ Styles. Might be enough. Samoa Joe kicking out. Not with as much authority as before, though. I think he got to Samoa Joe with that forearm. Might have cut him right on the jaw and stunned him. AJ Styles might have to go to the well and hit the Styles Clash if he's going to put Joe away, though.
Joe reverses the whip into the corner, but catches a big elbow. Styles with that inverted DDT from the moonsault. There's a cover. We've seen that put away a lot of guys, but again, Joey able to get the shoulder up.
Absolutely. AJ Styles and Samoa Joe, these are 2 tough competitors. And the reason that they go for moves like the Muscle Buster and the Styles Clash is because it takes a move of that magnitude to put the other one away, and I think they both know it.
These guys know they got to bring up the big guns to put the other one away.
Absolutely. Or, in AJ's case last night, he was a little leverage from the ropes, and he's calling for the Clash.
Looks like he's going for it. Can he get the big man up? No, he cannot. Sunset flip
He
though.
counters. He's going for it. Joe
Huge
kicked out.
Heel right to the face. Ducks the clothesline. There's the Pele kick right straight in the forehead. Unbelievable timing.
AJ Styles is feeling it.
He put him through the mat with that STO. Unreal. He's going for it. He's going for the muscle buster. He's got him up. And he hits it. Muscle buster. Samoa Joe, there's the cover.
It's over.
You are damn right. It is over. Samoa Joe victorious here in the main event. PWA Fright Night. What else can we say? We saw everything tonight.
What a fantastic show, boys. I can't say it enough. The PWA promised a big show tonight, and they delivered. Hey, for Phoenix Taylor, for you, I'm Michael Avery. Thanks, everybody, for being with us tonight. We hope you had a great time watching the show, because we had a great time putting it out for you.